Hello, and welcome to the Well-Read Monocle. Today, we are exploring a world where the apocalypse isn't just the end of human civilization. It's the season premiere of the universe's most popular reality television program. This is a detailed look at Matt Dinniman's dungeon crawler Carl, a story of survival, sarcasm, and a very pampered Persian cat. The transformation. The story begins at 2:23 a.m. on a freezing Tuesday in Seattle. Our protagonist, Carl, is a 27-year-old former Coast Guardsman standing outside in the snow wearing nothing but boxers, a leather jacket, and his ex-girlfriend's pink Crocs. He is outside to retrieve Princess Donut, the Queen Anne chonk, a high society show cat who decided to explore the frost just as the world ended. In an instant, every building on Earth, every car, and every person indoors is crushed into dust. An intergalactic entity known as the Syndicate has seized Earth for mineral rights. Under Syndicate law, humans are reclaimed matter, but survivors are given a choice: stay on the surface to die in the cold, or enter the world dungeon, an 18-level subterranean gauntlet broadcast to quintillions of alien viewers. To escape the sub-zero temperatures, Carl runs into the light of a dungeon entrance with Donut in his arms. The rules of the game. Inside, Carl is designated Crawler 4122. The dungeon is run by a snarky, often sadistic AI that grants achievements for everything from entering without trousers to killing monsters with bare feet. They meet their guide, Mordecai, a rat hooligan, NPC, and former crawler who explains that survival depends on ratings, followers, and patrons. The most significant change occurs when Carl feeds Donut an enhanced pet biscuit. The cat is transformed into a sentient, talking crawler with a massive charisma stat and the ability to cast magic missiles. She immediately takes charge of their party, naming it the Royal Court of Princess Donut and designating Carl as her royal bodyguard. Floor 1. The apocalypse will be televised. Navigating the first floor, Carl and Donut face their first neighborhood boss, the Hoarder, a 15-foot-tall mutated human woman who vomits cockroaches. Using goblin dynamite and a metal dog leash as a garrote, Carl manages to kill her, earning his first boss star. They soon encounter the darker side of the crawl, Frank Q and Maggie Mai, a pair of naughty crawlers who have already murdered other humans for their loot. Frank tries to ambush Carl in a safe zone, but the dungeon's anti-violence rules freeze the killers in place, allowing Carl and Donut to escape. The floor culminates in the battle against the borough boss, the Ball of Swine, a rolling sphere of 30 sentient tuskling knights. Carl uses his engineering skills to build a modular fortress called the Speed Bump, lined with magical shuriken. When the ball crashes into the structure, the shuriken deal compounding damage, popping the sphere and allowing the survivors to slaughter the disoriented tusklings. Intermission. After hours with Odette. Between floors, Carl and Donut are whisked away for an interview on Dungeon Crawler After Hours with Odette. Odette, a legendary former crawler who now uses a crab-like mechanical body, warns them that the Borant Corporation, the show's producers, are facing bankruptcy and are speeding up the game to cash out. She advises Donut to stay as a cat to maintain her soaring popularity, as viewers have become obsessed with the princess and her worst-dressed bodyguard. Floor 2. Escalation and the Rage Elemental. On the second floor, the stakes rise. Carl and Donut encounter brindle grubs, janitor-like larvae that swarm in the thousands, and kobolds who ride danger dingoes. They face a bizarre neighborhood boss called Krakaran, a screaming anti-vaxxer octopus creature that inflicts a healing-negating debuff called the Taint. Carl survives by blending a Laminac fairy corpse into a smoothie to gain temporary immunity. The situation turns dire when a member of a survivor group, Team Meadowlark, violates a strict new rule by urinating in a hallway. This summons a level 93 Rage Elemental, a nearly indestructible monster that unceremoniously kills the nurse Yolanda. Trapped in a safe room, Carl devises a desperate plan. He builds a bomb launcher called the Moab, mother of all bombs, and uses an oil slick to trick the elemental into sliding down a stairwell. Because non-sapient mobs dissolve when they touch the stairs, the elemental is destroyed, though the AI denies Carl any experience for the kill. The maestro and the snick. Carl's outspoken defiance against the maestro, a spoiled orc prince and host of a cruel show called Death Watch Extreme, leads to an intergalactic incident. After Carl challenges the prince to single combat, a viral, explicit fan fiction video, or snick, of Carl and the maestro circulates the galaxy, humiliating the orcish royal family and doubling Carl's appearance fees. Floor 2 finale, the Velociraptor and the Secret. Before leaving the second floor, Donut wins a pet in a reward room, a tiny pink downy-feathered dinosaur she names Mongo. In the epilogue, Odette reveals the truth about the creature. It isn't a mere chicken, but a Mongoliensis, known on Earth as a velociraptor. Finally, Carl discovers a massive secret regarding Agatha, a seemingly senile homeless woman who has survived the crawl with them. After she descends the stairs, Carl notices through his determined value skill that Agatha's shopping cart once contained high-tech illegal syndicate gear from the Valte Corporation, suggesting she is far more than a simple human survivor. As Carl and Donut prepare for the third floor, they are no longer just survivors. They are the most watched celebrities in the universe. The first floor was about learning the rules. The second was about breaking them. Now, with a velociraptor in tow and the powerful Skull Empire gunning for them, the true game begins. Thank you for watching this breakdown on the Well-Read Monocle. If you enjoyed this thorough summary of Dungeon Crawler Carl, please do subscribe and ring the bell for more literary dives into the weird and wonderful. Until next time.